What's up, everybody? Welcome to part 2 of this discussion that I thought was only going to be one video. This time we're talking about Kale and no more Khalifa. We're talking about Kale and Jiren, as I originally intended to. So, Joe.
Yes.
Tell me what you think about, first of all, Kale's rampage and who you think she's going to knock out. You think she's going to knock out a whole universe and stuff like that? And how do you think Jiren's what do you think Jiren's going to do to take her out?
Alright, so what do I think is going to happen with her rage? And who's she going to take out?
Well,
I mean, there's many people we don't know, but I mean, if I had to say anybody that I do know from 7 or 6...
Yeah, let's say who from Universe 7 will she take out?
Oh, man.
I'll tell you I'll tell you the fight I want to see, but I'll let you go first.
Alright, well, I mean, if she's in Broly form, like...
she could take out 90% of Universe 7.
Yeah, like, that's going to be, like, that'll be, like, the clean sweep of most of the people, so... I'm seeing TN getting knocked out.
I see that too, absolutely.
Master Roshi.
I think Roshi's going to survive somehow.
Yeah.
I think Roshi's going to be around till like the end. Not all the way to the end, but he's gonna last a little bit.
I would love to see Krillin in that fight.
He's not going to be.
That sucks.
we confirmed he's not going to be.
Okay. Holy shit, who else is in that?
Who else is on that team?
Yeah.
17, 18, Frieza,
well, 17
Gohan.
and 18, I think, are going to be doing their own thing, dealing with their own people. I mean, 18 would have to be with whatever Krillin was doing, so I feel like she'll probably be out of that fight.
So,
17, he'll be doing his own thing. Like, I think he'll be there for a long time.
Yeah, I think 17 and 18 will survive for a little bit.
Yeah.
But what I want to see from I just fucking need something. What I want to see from Kale Broly form, I want to see her literally just do the Broly rampage. Like, the
Kakarot.
Maybe not. I mean, I feel like she will say Kakarot, literally just as an in joke at that point. But, well, that was gross. I want to see her. That was also gross. I want to see her wreck shit. I want to see her go on a fucking rampage, knock people out left and right. I want to see her, like, grab somebody's face, send them into the floor, throw the gigantic meteor. I want to see the whole screen light up green, absorb into her palm, and her launch like 17 guys off the cliff. I want to see the Broly that we know and love.
Oh, that would be a sweet fucking move if, like, everybody was just, like, on the edge, or, like, not directly on the edge, but, like, facing the void, and she just, like, swipes her hand with that green beam, and just boom, and then
you mean like the one that's like boom, 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 boom?
Yeah, just swipe across the fucking field, and just everybody getting tossed off the side.
Broly has that move in a lot of games.
It's a fucking beautiful move.
It is. See, I want to see, like... this whole episode is Kale, by the way. That's confirmed. She's getting her own fucking episode. Focused on her.
So we're going to see a lot of people get fucked up.
We're going to get Broly movie 3, because Bio Broly doesn't count. We're gonna get some... I think it's going to be, if they get the right animators on the job, an amazing episode for, like, action and fan service. Like... I think we're going to see Kakarot, but to get to what I want to see besides just the Broly rampage.
Or even Khalifa.
No, fuck Khalifa right now. She's got her own thing going on.
Instead of her saying Kakarot, like it's... or Kaba.
It was Kaba last time. She did say, Kaba, you will be the first to die. My power's growing, overflowing. No, I'm too good at that. So the fight that I want to see, that I think would actually be an entertaining fight, even if I believe it's a little one-sided, because if he goes all out, Kale versus Gohan. I think that would be. I think that's the fairest fight if Kale is like more powerful than Broly was, which I want to believe she is. I think Kale versus Gohan would be a good way to give both of them an even fight before Kale gets wrecked by Jiren. Like more specifically,
that would be a pretty sweet fight.
That would be sick. Like I think that would be really cool to see. Like.
It'd be like a nice callback to the movies.
It'd be a callback to the movie.
All the Saiyans are basically just fighting to survive against this
monster
Saiyan.
Broly's a fucking monster, and I think that would be like a good way to show how far Gohan's come, considering how he had like the fight of his life against Basal, who Goku and Vegeta just basically made look like nothing. Honestly,
yeah.
Like, that'd be a good way to show how far Gohan's come from. To obviously he doesn't beat it, but like. Because we know that Kale gets knocked out later by Jiren. But he might push him back. Like, I think it's just... Well, it's a good idea for a fight that I think should happen. Another potential good one before I interrupt you again. Kale versus Frieza. That could also be sick. if they do that. But I don't.
That would be fantastic.
It would be
just to show Frieza like how far a Saiyan can fucking go.
When they're like
scare him fucking silly.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah. At the same time, though, at this point, Frieza is just so much more powerful. I don't think that fight would even be fair. I think Frieza wouldn't make it a fair fight like I think Gohan would be. Frieza would basically just wreck Kale, which we know doesn't happen. That's the one downside of spoilers. We know that Kale is going to get knocked out by Jiren. Now, because apparently, like, it's the spoiler specifically said, and this could be a little bit inaccurate. We might get some sick ass fights like the ones that we want to see.
Mm-hmm.
But we know that Kale goes on a rampage, basically uncontested, for her entire episode. So we're gonna see Kale wreck some shit.
Okay, well if she's being uncontested,
well, we don't know that, but the spoilers, the magazine made it sound like Kale was like just annihilating everybody in her path.
Okay,
so
and I hope that's none of Universe 7.
I mean,
I would love to see like Tien get a moment to shine and.
Everyone's going to get a moment. Like, any major player they focused on at all is going to get a major moment. Khalifa's going to get a major moment. Kale's going to get a whole episode based on Kale.
Mm-hmm.
I think all of Universe 7, I hope they're not just background fodder. Like, I want to see Tien get, like, one of them Cell Saga Tri-Beams going. Because that was Tien's big moment in the entire show.
Yeah.
I want to see Roshi buff up and, like, somehow do something amazing. Probably Kale versus Roshi. Because,
oh, boy.
That'd be fucking funny. What else? Who the hell else? Android 17 and 18. I want to see do some sick 17 and 18. You haven't seen 17 and 18 fight together since, like, I want to say, like, the history of Trunks.
Yeah.
That was probably the last time we ever saw them actually fight together. And
or maybe when Trunks came back from the past.
No, I mean, like, as far as when it actually came out, I'm pretty sure History of Trunks came out after the whole arc. I could be mistaken. I could be mistaken on that. But, like, those two fighting together is, like, the dream team, and I think that could be sick. Like, they all have to get a moment. 17-18 versus Kale, like, that's like the fairest fight I can imagine. They're around the same power level, going by old school power level. Or, not power level, but around the same ballpark, considering as far as where their arcs, like, lie.
Okay.
Like, Broly was basically the perfect Cell in his arc, like, at that time frame. Because they all went there during the Cell Saga, so they're in the ballpark. But to stop fantasizing about the fights that we want to see, more likely we're going to see Kale probably have one close fight and win, and then rampaging across the entire field. But let's talk about Jiren now. So Kale is going to basically destroy, let's say, half the people there.
I feel like if Jiren is the one that, like, she ultimately gets contested by,
we haven't seen this man do a thing yet. Like,
no,
he hasn't even taken a step.
The reason why I think he decides that this is the appropriate time for him to actually come in and do something is because his universe is being threatened by her. So maybe that's why.
That's actually a good
point. She
point.
may actually take down some of.
She might throw out Rabbit Man.
Rabbit Man might see his bye-bye.
Yeah, and a lot of those Prod Troopers are clearly background fodder characters that aren't anything.
Oh hell yeah!
Like, definitely. Aside from Topo, Rabbit, and Jiren, there's really no one there. Maybe the General.
Maybe the General.
The General.
Maybe he's the one who gets fucked up by her.
That's possible. Like, I think that you could be right about that. Could be the way that I always thought it was that Kale is the way that it was. Like I said, these are all spoilers, unconfirmed. But the way that it was worded was, like I said, she's going on her uncontested rampage. So Jiren could simply determine that she's the strongest one there, before seeing Goku and Vegeta really do more than just that initial Final Kamehameha they did.
Yeah.
He could determine that she's the strongest one there and go prison style, take out the most powerful one. And that could be what he thinks. He could literally think that he just took out the strongest person there.
Could. Or I would love it if it was just that his allies are being threatened and he needs to step in and protect them.
That's also possible. That's the two scenarios. Are we going to place more bets? No, I don't want to. No, not for this one. The bets are only on the main reviews.
Yeah.
I think that's fair. But
too many bets.
I'm a big fan of bets. They make things interesting. Where's the action? But yeah, that's basically all that I've got. Do you have anything else you want to talk about with Jiren and Kale?
We
could talk about Jiren, but that's another episode in and of itself.
Jiren, I really have nothing to talk about yet because I haven't seen him do anything. Yeah, I would love to see something from him.
I mean, we could assume they're going to reuse anything from the intro. Now that we've seen them do it once. So Jiren and Goku are gonna have a sick ass fight.
Oh, definitely.
I mean that's like not even a sentence. That's like common sense.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's going to happen.
The other thing I wanted to say a little earlier was about Kale. Was you wanted to see a nice fight between her and Gohan.
That's the dream, man. I want to see my boy Gohan get some action.
Well, the other thing is Gohan and Piccolo. Well, Gohan mostly said that he would love to create some moves with him and Piccolo.
Some tag team moves.
So, exactly, tag team moves.
They showed some of those when Goku and Gohan and Piccolo fought Goku and Tien. They did do a couple tag moves. I can't recall them, but I remember it happening.
Yeah, I can't remember them, but yeah, it would be really nice to see some really effective ones that were like we get blown away by, because
like some special beam. See, I want to see some cool shit, dude. Don't get me wrong. I think Goku.
I mean, this is the time to see some cool shit.
This is the time to see some cool shit. That's all we want. That's our cool shit.
If we don't get cool shit from any of these characters now, that's it. They're done. They're done.
They're back to fodder. This is their one chance.
Exactly, the one chance to redeem all of these characters, to put them on equal fighting field.
To be fair, a lot of them had that moment within their episode when they were recruited.
Yeah, of course, but I want to see like some like no holds barred like attack moves. So as far as yeah, I want to see some stuff with Gohan and Piccolo going up against Kale. If
that would
possible.
be cool, actually.
Yeah,
so that's basically my thoughts and Joe's thoughts on the Kale rampage that's gonna happen. We're hyped to see it.
Oh, hell yeah.
We're hyped to see Jiren fucking do something, because I want to see this guy do something. Like, he's been hyped up since this arc started. Like, he's in the intro. We were like, who is this average-looking guy? But he's been hyped up so much, we want to see him do something.
You know what? I know this is our outro, but I feel like one thing I want to say about Jiren.
Go on.
I think he's blind.
I've heard that before. I don't think it's true. I think there's a possibility. I don't think it's true. I think that
maybe not blind, but like those eyes.
Those eyes are creepy.
Black.
They've got something going on.
That he has to either be blind or he has an amazing vision of some sort that like.
He's got a Sharingan. I think Jiren can be blind. I don't believe he is, but I think it's a possibility. We're gonna find out.
We will find out. And ultimately, that is what everything
this is
we have to discuss about is. It's speculation. You don't agree with us, that's fine.
It's opinions, man.
Yeah. Share your opinions in the comments. We will take a look. And we'll see you next time.
Yeah, we'll see you next time. We are getting better, guys. Our quality will continue to improve. So yeah. Subscribe.